She was going through the unthinkable, losing her daughter and becoming the guardian of two young grandchildren who are also going through a very hard time navigating through the loss of their mother. When someone comes in, it's not always what we think we're going to hear. It's not always chaos. Sometimes it's the quiet weight of loss and the fear of what's going to happen next. That day, I worked with her with getting her rent paid. That was the first thing. And then she asked the boys to leave the room. And when the boys left the room, then she told me what had happened with their mother. I was able to get the boys a referral to Refuge so that they could give the boys the therapy that they needed, plus the tools to help them with this deep loss they had gone through.
So when a child comes into Refuge after a trauma or loss, they're often feeling big feelings they don't have words to express. And so one of our first steps is we want them to have felt safety. We want them to come into our space and feel safe and feel like they can just be who they are without any form of judgment. The next step from there is that our therapists will then start to work with those children, helping them to process their story and their experiences. They use a very trauma-informed approach, and they're not only going to help them process that story, but we want them to start feeling trust again and to feel like they can move into their future while feeling safe.
I really felt that the grandmother needed help too. And we connected her with Amare's grief support group so that she didn't have to carry her pain alone. She could share it with someone else. This is what we do here. We wrap our arms around our clients. We love on them. We give them the support they need. And we walk with them every step of the way.
When someone comes into our grief support group, they've often been holding pain alone for a long time. Here, they find a room full of people who truly understand. We listen, we share, we remind them they're not the only one navigating this kind of loss. Over time, people begin to notice something shifting. The grief is still there, it's just not as prevalent. They begin to breathe again and they start to heal.
If these services didn't exist all under one roof, I can't even imagine where that family would be today. Because here at RFM, it's never just rental assistance. It's not just therapy, and it's never just grief support. It's all of those things woven together, meeting a family in their darkest moments and walking with them until they find their footing again. That's when change really happens. That's when lives are transformed. Here, hope isn't just a word. It's that bridge from crisis to stability. And that's the beauty of what happens in this place. It's why the work we do matters more than ever.
We've been working with RFM for over a decade. What we really value about RFM is that they're an organization that is resilient, that is bringing people together, finding resources, and having the ability to connect everyone in this community to help rise up and make our community stronger and better. And that's what RFM does so well.
When people come here, they're not just surviving anymore. They're starting to heal. They're starting to hope again. And that's what this place is about. A brighter tomorrow, one step at a time.